Hello children, I hope all are fine. Let's start our mathematics class. In the previous class we completed the different methods. Yes, we have studied how to find the square root by division and also by the factorization method. I hope you were clear with the concept. If you are not clear, you can just have a query or you can ask the doubts related to the sums. Just go on practicing. You have to go on. The more you practice, the more you will score. So just keep on practicing. Just do not neglect the sum by looking at that sum. Okay, you have to just go on. If your sum is little complicated, just take the sum, see the class works. Think of the methods, think of the steps that we have followed for doing that particular sum. Try. You have to just go on trying. The only one thing you will do is just try till you succeed. Okay children? So now we are going to move to a new topic today. The exercise, the lesson is the same, a third lesson. We are just going to move to the new exercise, that is 3.8. 9, yeah? 3.8 has been done. So we are going to move to exercise 3.9. In exercise 3.9, you are going to learn about quadratic equations. Okay. So we have some points to be noted before we start our exercise 3.9. So take down your classwork, write down today's date, give the heading points to remember. Points to remember. So, write down all the points properly. You have to read all the points. I just give you the points so that before we start an exercise, we get an idea about that exercise. Okay. So, the points may include the definitions, point may include the formula. So, you have to read your points. This part is also important. Okay. So, now have you taken down today's date? Have you given the heading points to remember? Okay. Now come to page 108. Take page 108. Okay. So just see there, we have a heading quadratic expression. So give the heading quadratic expression. Okay. You are going to write the definitions along with me. Do not waste your time. So give the heading quadratic expression. Yes. Now there you have to just see the second para. Okay, no need to write the first para point. You're just going to take the second para. You're going to start from an expression. So what's that? An expression of degree 2 is called a quadratic expression, which is expressed as p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0 and a, b, c are real numbers. Okay. So what is the quadratic expression? It is the expression which has the degree 2. Okay. So degree 2 means, suppose we have 2x square plus 5x plus 7. What is the power here? 2. What is the power here? 1. What is the power here? 0. X. See, anything raised to 0 is 1. Yeah. That means here x raised to 0 is the number 7 means 7x raised to 0. 7 into 1 is 7. So what is the degree over here? If the number is a constant number. So what is the power? The power is 0. So what are the powers? We have 2, we have 1, we have 0. The power is 2, 1, 0. What is the meaning of degree? Degree means the highest power. What is the highest power here? The highest power is 2. So what is the degree? Degree is 2. Okay. So if, and okay, I'll just give you one more expression. We have 3x cube plus 5x square plus 8x plus 7. Oh, I'll give you one. Okay, 71. The degrees. Before we go to the degrees, let's go with the powers. What are the powers? The power is 3, the power is 2, the power is 1, the power is 0. So what is the degree? The highest power. What is the highest power? 3. So what's the degree of the expression? It's 3. So when you have a degree of 3, you call it as cubic We have said about cubic polynomials and everything. Yes, children? So that goes for cubic part. Okay, now we are going to deal with the quadratic expression. For quadratic expression, the degree is, it is of degree 2. Yes. And what is the form of the expression? Ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0. The first coefficient should not be equal to 0. So take down the definition. Write down the definition, children. An expression, follow page 108, second para from an expression. Start the definition. Write down the definition. Write down neatly. An expression of degree 2 is called a quadratic expression. An expression of degree 2 is called an quadratic equation. A quadratic expression is quadratic expression which is expressed as p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0, and a, b, c real numbers. A, b, c are real numbers. This is the definition for quadratic expression. So, a quadratic expression is of degree 2. Degree means the highest power of the expression. Okay, and the expression for quadratic is expressed as p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, a not equal to 0, and a, b, c are real numbers. A, B, C are real numbers. Okay. The second point is roots of quadratic equation. You have to write the heading. Roots of quadratic equation. The same page 108. You have to take page 108. The second, you can see there the point is roots of quadratic equations. Just take that point 3.6.2. Write down the expression. Start from the first point. Let ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. A not equal to 0 be a quadratic equation. The values of x such that the expression ax square plus bx plus c becomes 0 are called roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. Write down the point, children. Let ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Page 108. You have the heading there, roots of quadratic equations. Write the point. Let ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. A not equal to 0 be a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Okay. The values of x such that the expression, the values of x such that I'll just continue, okay. The expression ax square plus bx plus c becomes 0. The expression ax square plus bx plus c becomes 0 are called roots of the quadratic equation. Are called roots of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so highlight your points. Quadratic expression, roots of quadratic equation. So what's that? Let ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, a not equal to 0 be a quadratic equation. The values of x such that the expression ax square plus bx plus c becomes 0 are called roots of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so I'll just tell you what are the roots. We have already used these roots for doing the sum. We have used this. So just I'll write the roots. So the roots are minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a and minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2. Write down the roots. So what are the roots that makes the expression 0? That's minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a and minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So here actually we combine this and we like to remember this minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon. So this is a combination of both the roots. So we can just present both the roots together. Minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Yes, so write down the roots. So we have to use this. We may use this roots for solving this up. So we need this. So you have to know the roots. Because some cases what happens, so when you solve an quadratic equation, we do the factorization. We use the factorization method. And what happens is we get the factors easily and we get the zeros of the equation. But in some cases what happens is that direct factorization is not possible. We are not able to get the zeros by direct factorization. So that time we use this formulas to find the zeros. Okay. So what is the root? The values of x such that the expression becomes 0. So the value, what the value of x that we get? Okay, the value of x that we get. There is the value of x such that the expression becomes 0 is called the roots. Okay, so we are just using the quadratic equation. So what is the root, children? Let's repeat the roots. Minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And one more root. Minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Repeat the roots. Minus b minus, or we can say plus, no problem. Just okay, we start the plus part. Minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So you can just combine them together. We have, see here, everything is same as minus b, b square minus 4ac, the square root of b square minus 4ac, square root of b square minus 4ac, 2a. The difference is plus and minus here. So you can just put together. So minus b plus minus, how to write it? Minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So we have taken on the second point. Now let's go for one more point. So we are going to write a general form of the quadratic equation. That's the important thing that we are going to use in exercise 3.9. Okay. So let's write down the third point. I hope you have taken the first point. So just write down the third point. General form of quadratic equation. Okay, so it's you don't use short form. Okay, you just already EQN. It's equation. Understood? Yes. So what's the general form? X square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. It's given in page 109 under 3.6 point. You can see the last second line under that before the activity part. Yes. So what is the general form of the quadratic equation? It's x square minus sum of roots the whole x. The sum of roots is given in bracket. Okay. So just always let's use the numbers in form of in the bracket. Okay, so that we can avoid confusion. So what is the general form here? X square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, so we can find the sum of roots. Okay, so sum of roots, the formula is, suppose, okay, I'll just forgive you stayed on this, but I'll just write one more point. So general form of quadratic equation, x square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, the thing that we need, okay, we need this point, so just I'm mentioning here. So if alpha and beta are two roots, okay, if we have two roots, as if alpha and beta are two roots, so alpha plus beta will be taken as minus b upon a. Alpha, the sum of the roots will be taken as minus beta b upon a, and the product of the roots alpha beta will be taken as c upon a. So if alpha and beta are two roots, alpha plus beta is taken as minus b upon a, and alpha beta is taken as c upon a. So just write on this point. So that's all. We have 4 points only, children. So before we go with our exercise, these are the 4 points that you have to remember. So once you are clear with this 4 point, we can just go to our exercise. Okay, let's have a small recap of all the points that we have written in the class. So keep your points in front of you. Let's read the first point. What is the first point? Quadratic expression. What is a quadratic expression? Expression of degree 2. What is the meaning of degree? Degree means the highest power of the expression. Okay, highest power. And we know the quadratic expression, it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and a should not be equal to 0. Okay, this is a condition, important condition. A should not be equal to 0. So the highest degree. So what is the highest degree here? It's the highest power is 2. So degree is 2. So a quadratic expression is of degree 2. Okay, and it is expressed in the form. What is the form of a quadratic expression? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what is the thing we have to remember in point number 1? A quadratic expression is of degree 2. What is the meaning of degree? The highest power. Okay, and what is the expression? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, and the second point is the roots of the quadratic equation. So it is the value of the x. So the value of x such that the expression, what is the quadratic expression? ax square plus bx plus c becomes 0. So when you get the value for 0, then how you are going to get 0? The value for x. That is what happens here. Here we get the value for x. So when you substitute this is nothing, that is just getting the value for x, getting the value for solution x. Okay, that is when, see, what is that value, what is the root 0, all this I'll just tell you. See, I'll just take one simple expression, okay. X square plus, okay, 5x plus 6. Okay, we have a quadratic. This is a quadratic. Is this a quadratic expression? Yes. The power, the highest power is 2. So degree is 2. Okay, so this is a quadratic expression. We have a quadratic expression. Now, what are we doing here? We are finding the value for x. That's all. The values for x is called. That is becomes 0. The x. We write like this. Yes, you can see here. So what is the factor? 6. 2 3s are. So 2 plus 3. So we get 5. 2 3s. 2 3s are 6. 2 plus 3 5. So what do you get? X plus 2 and x plus. So these are the zeros. What are the zeros? X plus 2 is equal to 0. X plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 2. So what are the zeros here? The zeros is minus 2 and minus 3. So this is the value of x. So roots is just getting the value of x. The expression becomes 0 are called the roots. That is the value of x such that the expression becomes 0 are called the roots. So this is a simple, I just use the T method and found the answer. But in some cases, in some complicated cases, we cannot apply the T method or the fact that is a factorization method easily. So what we do is, we use the formula method. This is a quadratic formula. This is a formula which is called as quadratic formula. Okay children? So you have to use a quadratic formula. That's minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So what is the roots? How to find the roots? Minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Study the formula. You have to remember the formula children. It's very very important. Okay, the third point was the general form of the quadratic equation. What is the general form of quadratic equation? X square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. What is the general form? X square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay. So remember the formula. Remember the general form of the quadratic equation. So you have to remember the general form. I'll repeat once again. X square minus bracket, okay, use the sum of roots in bracket, minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Now one more thing, this also we use, okay, so just have an idea of this. We are not going to use this in our 3.9 but we'll be using later on. So if alpha and beta are two roots, so what is the form? Actually this is applied only for the quadratic expression, okay. So the expression is ax square plus bx plus c. We cannot use this formula for any other expression, only for quadratic expression. So it's, yeah, alpha plus beta means the sum. So the two roots are there, yes, alpha and beta. So alpha plus beta will give you minus b upon a. So minus b upon a. If we have x square plus 8x plus 9, okay, a number. So you have to find the sum of roots. So how you find the sum of roots? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So this is your a. A is what we have? 1. Okay? So a is 1, b is 8 and c is 9. Yes. So now alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So minus b upon a, minus b upon a. So minus, this is plus. So you have to write the main sign as the minus sign here as it is 8 upon a. What is a? It's 1. So answer is minus 8. Alpha beta. What is the formula for alpha beta? The product of roots c upon a. What is c? 9 upon 1. A is 1. Yeah? So it is 9. So we have found the answer alpha plus beta, alpha beta. So you can just apply the formula and also you can get the answer for alpha plus beta and alpha beta, that is sum of the roots and the product of roots. I hope you have taken down all the 4 points. Okay, so now let's continue our exercise. So give the heading exercise 3.9. Write down exercise 3.9. Exercise 3.9. Write on the first question. Determine the quadratic equations whose sum and product of roots are. Determine the quadratic equations whose sum and product of roots are. First, minus 9 comma 20. Okay, so we are just going, they have given you 4 sums there, yes. So we'll do the first part. Minus 9, 20. Exercise 3.9. Question number 1. First subpart. It's minus 9 comma 20. So this is the details here, okay. So sum and products are given. So whose sum and products are given. That means the first one is the sum and the second one is the product. What's the question? Sum and product are given, yeah. So the first number is the sum. So minus 9 is the sum and 20 is the product. So now what they are saying, you have to write the quadratic equation. So now which point we are going to use here? We are going to follow the third point. We are going to write the general form of the quadratic equation. So we have to write the general form of quadratic equation. So let's write the general form. Can you tell me the general form? Yeah, it's x square minus sum, there is a bracket, sum of roots, the whole x, plus product of roots is equal to 0. X square minus sum of roots whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Yeah, this is the general form. So before we write the general form, we have to write whatever is given to us. So let's write the answer step by step. Let's follow the steps. So this is the formula. That's why I told you that whatever points we write, it will be used in our exercise, in the particular exercise. Just write down here, sum of roots is equal to minus 9. Sum is given, product is given. So sum is equal to minus 9. Product of roots is equal to 20. What is the sum? Sum is equal to minus 9. What is the product? 20. This is given to you and we have this taken down from the question part. So yes. Okay, now what we are going to do? Just we are going to write the general form of the quadratic. We have to determine the quadratic equation. Yes. So write the general form. So general form of quadratic equation is x square minus sum of roots whole x plus product of roots is equal to, do not forget to write 0. Okay, so equation we have a 0 also. So general form written x square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Yes. So now let's write the required equation. So what is it? Therefore, required equation is x square as it is. We don't know anything to do there. I just know the details of sum and product. So just we have to replace the sum and roots. Sum of roots and the product of roots. It's minus sign as it is, yes. Now the bracket sum of roots. Bracket sum of roots means I have write minus 9 in the bracket. And what is here? X. Yeah? X square minus 9x. Getting the step? See, that's why we use a bracket here, yes? X square minus 9x plus, that's no, we have no brackets, we just mention here, plus 20 is equal to 0. Which implies x square as it is minus plus, so change the sign, make two signs as one sign, so plus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. This is the answer, x square plus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. Is the sum clear to children? So we have completed the first sum. So what's the answer? X square plus 9x plus 20. Please just remember, so two things are given to you. Sum of roots is given, product of roots is given. So you have to just remember the general form. What's the general form? X square minus sum, the bracket. Okay, remember, do not forget to write the bracket. Everything goes off. X square minus sum of roots, the whole x, plus product of roots is equal to 0. So x square minus 9x. Sum is minus 9. So I am just writing a minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. So I get the answer as x square plus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. So we have completed the first subpart. Let's go for the second subpart. You see the second subpart, children? And the second subpart is 5 upon 3, comma 4. Take the second subpart, 5 upon 3, comma 4. We are just going to follow the same manner. Okay, just we are going to follow the same manner. Let's see. I hope you have understood the first sum, children. So sum was given to you, product was given to you, and we have just applied the formula. What is the formula? X square minus bracket sum of roots, the whole x, plus product of roots equal to 0. So I got the answer. Now let's continue our second sum. Your homework will be question number 1, the third subpart and the fourth subpart. Question number 1, third subpart and the fourth subpart. That's your homework. So homework, (3.9), question number 1, third subpart, fourth subpart, and the 4 points. We noted under points to remember, okay? And 4 points to remember. So homework. Do not miss your homework. Your homework is exercise 3.9, question number 1, the third subpart and the fourth subpart, and I have given you 4 points to write. Yes, the 4 points to remember. So one time is enough. Okay, so just write one time. Okay, let's continue our second sum. 5 by 3 and 4. Let's write down the details here. Sum of roots is 5 upon 3. Take up this one. What is the thing given to you? Sum of roots is equal to 5 upon 3. What is the product of roots given? The second one. Product of roots is equal to 4. Yeah? 5 upon 3, 4. Now general form of quadratic equation. So general form of quadratic equation, same as we proceeded for our previous one. Yes. So general form of quadratic equation is x square minus sum of roots, the whole x, plus product of roots, is equal to 0. So just do write down the thing that we have done previously. In the first part also we have written this. The given part, the sum part was given. The sum of the root is given as 5 upon 3. The product of the root is given as 4. So we have got the sum and also we have got the product. What is the general form of a quadratic equation? Yes, it's x square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. What is the general form, children? X square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay. Now just we are going to substitute the value, that's all. So we write here required equation is x square. Okay, I'm just going very slow. Understand the numbers carefully, understand the steps, the way of substitution and everything carefully. So x square, the main sign is minus 0, okay. Sum of roots 5 upon 3 x that plus product of roots 4 equal to 0. Still the sum is not only what happens here, it's in the form of fraction. Okay, so try to take the LCM and try to write a proper quadratic expression. So this is, see here, what is the denominator here? 3. So take the LCM as 3. So multiply by 3, multiply by 3. So you get x square, 3x square, I have to multiply, I'm just doing it directly, okay. So 3x square, minus 5x plus 3 4s are 12 upon, we have taken the LCM, so upon 3 is equal to 0. So this implies when 0 goes to the side, when that is 3 goes to the side, when you multiply 3 with 0, what do you get? 0. So 3x square minus 5x plus 12 is equal to 0. So this is the required expression. So what is the expression? 3x square minus 5x plus 12 is equal to 0. Clear, children? I will just explain to you once again the sum. So two things were given to you. The sum was given as 5 by 3. The product of root was given as 4. So what is the general form of quadratic equation? X square minus sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots is equal to 0. So what is the required equation? I am just substituting the values, okay. So x square minus, the main sign is minus. In the previous case we had one more minus, so minus turned to be positive, yeah. But here we don't have two negative, only we have a positive term. So minus 5 upon 3 the whole x plus 4 is equal to 0. Take the LCM, it's upon 3, so just multiply by 3 to the remaining terms, left out terms. So 3x square minus 5 into x, 5x plus 12 upon 3 the whole. That is, I am giving 3 to whole because here I get the, see, the step is clear to you. Yes, I have just done the steps directly. The step goes like this. For this step I just show you. It's 3x square upon 3. Whatever we multiply, the same thing you have to divide. Yes, children. So 3x square upon 3 minus 5x upon 3. Here no need to do any changes. And here it was 4. Yeah. So we are multiplying by 3 and dividing by 3. So 3x square minus 5x plus 12 upon 3. So just I have taken the step directly. So you get 3x square minus 5x plus 12 upon 3 is equal to 0. So take 3 to the RHS part. So when in division form it goes to the next side, it becomes multiplication. So 0 into 3 gives you 0. So what is the left out part? 3x square minus 5x plus 12 is equal to 0. So that's the answer. So in 3.1 or 3.9, question number 1, the first part is done. Okay, so I have done 2 sums for classwork. You have to do the remaining 2 sums, that is the third subpart and the fourth subpart as homework. Okay, So try out the third sum similarly as your sum number 2. And question number 4, no need to expand, okay? 2 minus a the whole square is given, a plus 5 the whole square is given. So no need to expand, just you have to do the sum, you have to proceed the sum as your sum number 1. Clear, children? So I hope you were clear with the general form of quadratic equation. So let's say once again the formula. X square minus bracket sum of roots the whole x plus product of roots equal to 0. Clear? So we will continue the second part in the next class. They are just asked you here. It's a